everybody, this is Lisa and Nancy, and today we're sitting in a giant barn. We're at a beautiful ranch. We've got mountain views, we've got trees, lush lawns, and guess what? We have wine.
Oh,
what are we drinking? It's Grand River Vineyard Dry Rosé 2016, and it's quite lovely.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's quite lovely. We are here in a town called, or I don't even know if it's a whole town, but it is a community called Loma, and it's in Colorado. It is on the western slope, apparently. They're talking slopes here.
We're talking slopes.
And this is part of Colorado's wine country. It's in the Grand Valley, so it's just outside Grand Junction. It is right outside Colorado National Monument, and it is near Palisade, which is known for its peaches, and even more importantly, well, they're both important, wine. So we're sitting here because we went on a horse and carriage ride today.
Oh, it's so nice.
But there's lots of limos here. So we are sitting with Shirleen and Jolene. And Jolene, I'm so glad you contacted us.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell everybody your website and also the name and everything that they need to know.
Okay, we're at Absolute Prestige Limousine Service, and our website is www.aplimo.com.
aplimo.com. And so, Shirleen, this is your baby that you started, and apparently you were raised out here in the, was it the wheat fields back then still?
It could have been the wheat fields back then,
okay.
Yes. I was raised in Loma, Colorado, on the western slope.
Okay, so how many people live here? She's looking at me.
A lot more than used to live here.
More than what I think.
People are enjoying it with me now.
Yeah.
I used to be a little lonely back in the day.
Oh, it is beautiful out here and so peaceful. There's birds and the views are just amazing to go around here. But you said you started this with a limousine. What led you to buy a limo?
Well, we started it in 1999 with my son, and there wasn't many limos in the valley back then, so we thought we'd start a business, and the farmers out here thought we were crazy. But we then learned about all the fun things you could do in the valley, as in going over the monument and doing wine tours, and what a great way to travel with your family and friends.
Wow, okay, so this was started in 1999 with one limo.
Yes.
Okay, now let's just start with the cars. The vehicle.
How many do you have now?
Because, Jolene, you took us into the barn, the other barn, not the one we're sitting, this is the party barn. You had the big garage barn, and you said, oh, let me just take you in here, and I've never seen anything like it. That was a lot.
We park 2 43-passenger limo buses, shuttle buses, 2 35-passenger shuttle buses, 1 27-passenger shuttle bus, 1 20 to 25-passenger limo bus, a 35-passenger limo bus, 2 Hummer limousines, 1
this is a test.
Lincoln Navigator, 1 Excursion, 2 Lincoln Town Cars,
multiple SUVs and vans, and there's a total of approximately 28 vehicles. Any type and size.
So you have your own fleet.
It's our own fleet.
Okay, so now let's get into the horses, because there was a whole side which was all kinds of buggies.
Oh yes, we have a fleet of buggies and a fleet of horses too. I've never heard it called that, but it sounds kind of good.
Yeah, it's a horde of horses. Yeah,
I think it's called a herd.
Yeah,
a herd.
You have a herd of horses.
Yeah.
Beautiful horses. What are it was Pat and Jen that we went with?
Yes, we took Pat and Jen today. They're sisters, and they are Percheron horses. They're dapple gray. And we've been driving them. We take them a lot into Palisade and different areas with our carriages. We have different sizes of carriages. We have big Surreys that hold 12 to 15 people. We have wedding carriages. We have wagonettes. We have a hay wagon. We have multiple different types of them as well.
So do kids want to go on like hay rides and stuff like that?
It was fun.
Oh, it's so fun, yes. And the horses are very good horses and enjoy it when they pet them and take pictures and go on rides. And we have different choices of horses as well.
Man, okay, so we'll get into the people that come out here and go on the wine tours, because you're saying people come from Aspen all the time. And
Aspen, Denver, different eastern slope, western slope.
I feel like I need to just like slide down a mountain or something, a piece of cardboard. I don't know.
Go west.
Go west, young man.
We have a lot of people from out of different countries,
That's awesome.
everywhere.
Well, the thing that Nancy and I went to the Colorado National Monument yesterday, and the Rim Trail Drive is a famous and one of the most scenic drives in the country. And you better be aware when you're driving, because we're talking sheer drop-offs. But the scenery, I would say, is like if the Grand Canyon and Monument Valley had a baby park, it would be this one. I think it should be a national park status, personally.
Absolutely.
This is
It
one of
probably will be one day.
It is really,
You know?
really breathtaking, outstanding. But if you're nervous of heights, or as a driver, or maybe, drive on the other side of the road from being in a different country, I would say get a driver. I was told to get a driver because people know.
Here.
Well, I'm nervous, but I've done Colorado's taught me mountain passes, and I'm doing better. But I heard that you will take people in a limo on this spectacular drive. So if you're a little nervous, you can just have a sip of wine and take in the views.
Absolutely.
Yes, we can take them in limos or vans or buses or SUVs, whatever their choice or size of group. And they can go visit a few wineries and go over the monument, or customize their tour to whatever they'd like to visit in the area.
So if we wanted to say, hey, we want to go start our day at a winery, can we bring a picnic, go to the monument and stop and, go to the river somewhere? Maybe we haven't been to James Robb, has his own state park. Whoever James Robb is, we'll have to find him. Dude, how did you get your own park? But if we said, okay, and then, maybe that night we want to go to dinner, and you would do all that, or would you help plan for people coming out of town?
Yes, we help plan. We let you choose, but if you don't know, we have lots of good recommendations, and we customize your day to the things that you'd like to visit and see, and the type of food you'd like to have. And of course, we include downtown Grand Junction to let them take a look at all the special art on the corner.
Oh my gosh.
If that interests them.
Yeah, the public art, we've driven through at night. We went ghost hunting.
Oh, that was so much fun.
We haven't done that in a limo, but I bet it would be fun.
Oh my gosh, I've got a whole new thing about
Maybe
this.
like a ghost would be our one in the limo.
Oh my gosh.
New advertising for sure.
Ghost tours.
And then we could bring them out to Loma and let them look at the stars.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And bonfire.
yeah, so so you've got all this fabulous full fleet of vehicles and horses and buggies, but then you've got this amazing barn, and it's so beautiful, the chandelier, look at the lights. It's like you could have country weddings out here, and that kind of thing. Is that how old is this?
We do have country weddings. We actually started doing this not quite 3 years ago. It's new. The limos and the horses we've had a lot longer, but we have an outdoor pavilion as well as the barn, and we do different events from weddings to fundraisers, and we've done celebrations of life and birthdays and movies, outdoor movies.
Cool.
You can again customize your party. We have the room and the area to do that.
And the parking and the vehicles if you don't want to drive.
You got it. And the horses.
And so you could have like a total, like if I said, hey, I want to do a big chuck wagon, like Western night, you could have like a chuck wagon and a Western movie, and then like a Western band, the whole thing.
That's a great idea. We can make that plan.
You could play the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the views at weddings, this has got to be popular because the views, everywhere you turn, you can see that's the monument right there.
The monument, the mesa, the book cliffs, it's beautiful.
You're surrounded by these, it's like rugged, when you picture the Southwest in your mind of like what is the epitome of the Southwest, you're here. It's it, yet it's lush and green. That's this incredible contrast.
And the mesas.
In the
You said
evening, we have trees that light up.
Big, beautiful buttes.
Yes.
Uh-oh. That's it. But this is the biggest, the mesa is like the tallest mesa in the country. Well, now you're stuck on buttes. Really?
I'm a child.
Oh my gosh. Now, can I ask you one thing, and you don't have to answer it. Have you had, because you got limos, I know that you've got stories that you can't share, but I really, the life of a limo driver, we were talking about this the other day, it's got to be like a cool movie or a cool book to read, you know.
It's absolutely fun. You never know what you're going to go into or with the
What's
different
gonna-
people that you meet, but it's always fun. It's always a blast.
It's a fun social life.
Do
and
you have
good
famous
memories.
people?
We have famous people, and if they're
Can you
not
tell?
famous, we make them feel famous.
Oh, see, now that's a good answer. Oh, she's good.
I like that.
She's good. Can you spill names or no?
No.
Probably not a good idea. That's a social
We've
secret.
picked up people from the airport and taken them to Country Jam. Some of the singers,
stars and
that
singers, yeah.
sing and stuff. So
To different
we've done
events.
different bands in
Did you
that
ever
area
take Chase
and stuff.
Atkins?
No, see, she's trying. Listen to her.
No.
Listen to her. Listen to her. Well, it's interesting too because I mean, like Denver's not that far, is it?
No, it's 250 miles.
Would you take people back and forth there if you
We
had to?
have. We don't a lot, but we have, yes. We can, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So anything goes, like in your, you know, the positive stuff, by the way.
We have the good transportation, safe transportation, and we have always sanitized and cleaned our vehicles after every single trip. It's important to us that when you get in a limousine or a vehicle that it is nice and sanitized and clean, and you can't tell anybody's ever been in it.
Well, that's important. I'm so glad you brought that up,
Yes.
because especially at this day and age, and I think with you having such a big fleet of cars and vehicles, and that you're going to be able to help people kind of social distance even in vehicle situations, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
and we have a full-time employees that have always and will always sanitize and clean after every single trip. It's just something that we've always done and will continue and make sure that it's done even better if need be. And we do a lot of good social distancing here at the venue in Loma.
What is your favorite, like if I was to drive you, I'm going to ask you both this question, or maybe somebody else, let's put it that way. 'Cause, hey, you know.
We might be scared if you were to drive.
Because, well, we might get lost. So I know that you want to get to your destination. So if you're going to have someone take you on a limo ride, right, here, what would your dream day be?
We've had so many people enjoy the area, and the wineries, of course, are great fun, and the monument, and just seeing the area. So that's an open question. And then we do celebrate everybody's occasion. So
She's like, you do it every day. You don't.
yeah, it's just a fun thing
Would
to do.
it be hard for you to sit back and have someone drive you around?
Yes. Because I'm pretty bossy. I'd have to tell them how to do it.
I see. Now, would you want someone to drive you around?
Absolutely. One of the things that we did was Christmas light tours. We do those.
Those are fun.
And that was when, in fact, as a limo driver, that's one of the things, in order to learn it, you have to go on one. So we got to go on one, and that was a really fun evening with family and friends that you just sit back, look at your Christmas lights. If you want to take your wine, you know, a lot of people have hot chocolate for the kids.
I like things moving
and
while
things.
you're sipping. That's the thing about it.
Absolutely. And so
Way more lights when you have wine.
And they're much prettier.
And there's many more of them, There's many more of them.
Yes, I forgot about that. Christmas lights are huge. We do it with company parties and families, and it's a really nice, fun celebration.
Is there things like when 4th of July and all of that, is that a big deal out here, 4th of July? Do you guys do fireworks and stuff?
Oh, yeah, but this year things are a little changed.
Yeah.
They're starting to cancel them.
Yeah. Well, it's looking like some of the fall events are going to come back, and you know, but it's time for people to look at what has, you know, typically happened over the years, the traditional events, and plan for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Give the website again.
aplimo.com.
Thank you.